Subscribe and hit the bell icon and never miss another video.
For me to go through that fear, even now when I think of it, I remember I was dubbing for it and I couldn't stop crying. Because I couldn't watch those visuals. 30 years ago, it was a completely male-dominated industry. But that has changed today.
Hey guys, my name is Shravan Shah and today I'm going to be having a conversation with somebody who has contributed massively to the Indian cinema. We have the very gorgeous Raveena Tandon with us. What's up?
Yay! You just woke me up! Yay! And I want to scream!
I'm so glad this has happened. So, what I'm going to do, Raveena, is I'm going to take you back in time.
Okay.
Okay. From the time you started off, it's what, 1991?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
2 decades in the industry. Okay, a lot has happened, a lot has changed for the good. Is Raveena Tandon today sitting here happy to witness everything that happened in her career?
I was actually just mentally calculating 1991 to 2021.
Decades. Oh damn, 3 decades guys. See?
Am I old enough to be a mom already?
3 decades.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, coming back, I also started really early, and there are times when people come up to me and say, oh, you know, when we were in school, and when we were in like our last years of school, 11th and 12th, you know, we used to watch your movies. I said, dude, that time even I was in the 11th, 12th, when I was already doing movies. The only difference was you were studying and I had already earning my living. So it was, yeah, it's you know, it's really fun to look back and think that, oh my God, really? I mean, you know, sometimes it just feels just amazing.
So, whenever you are a part of something, I know for a fact that there's a lot of thought process that's gone into it. And I know that you constantly reinvent yourself and you do something that pushes the envelope. Okay, it may be a conscious decision, it may not be a conscious decision. But somewhere, has that always been a thought process that, hey, let's be a part of something that adds to the larger picture than just being a part of something that's mediocre?
I think that's a really nice question because a part of it has my answer as well. That I did make a conscious effort for sure. Around say maybe the late 90s and you know 2000, and said, okay, now I've got to start, you know, pushing myself and trying to push myself to a limit to see what my boundaries are. What I can do, what I cannot do, or you know, just to see what challenges me, what excites me more. And that's when I started making a conscious effort to do the kind of cinema that also was thought-provoking, also giving out a message to people there, and like you said, being a part of the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So it was a slight conscious decision.
Nice. Another thing that I want to know from you is that you've been a part of so many projects where your character leaves an impact on the audience when they leave the cinema hall. Okay. But as an actor, is there a specific character that you remember even today that it actually took you a lot of time to come out of it because it wasn't easy to snap out of that character or that film? Is there any specific project like this?
Yeah, most definitely. I think in the recent times, I could say it would be Matra.
Mm-hmm.
Because even while filming it used to give me goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember an interview, I remember a review by, I think it was by Raja Sen
Mm-hmm.
in Mumbai Mirror, and he said that when you walk out of the theatre, you know, her eyes kind of haunt you and they travel with you because of the kind of pain and the torture that a mother sees her child goes through. And that for me was really, really, a thought that I lived with, and took me a long time to shake it off, that it's a movie, I'm an actor, I was performing, the girl who was playing my daughter was performing, and my daughter was exactly the same age, 12-year-old. And for me to go through that fear, even now when I think of it, I remember I was dubbing for it and I couldn't stop crying because I couldn't watch those visuals. And to think that people in real life go through that kind of violence and are violated, and human beings are violated in that way. So that for me, I carried for a very, very long time, and that's a cause that I've been working for and speaking about and trying to make that difference. And that is why I felt so strongly about Matra when I did that. Likewise, a bit of Satta remained in me before. Now in recent times, Kasturi Dogra
Of course.
still remains in me. I don't know how many people have threatened to come to their homes and beat them up if they were not wearing their mask today. How many people from the Netflix crew? So I was like, मैं ढूंढूंगी 5 दिन के बाद कोविड हुआ ना, मैं घर आके पकड़ के मारूंगी, तुमको दिखाऊंगी मैं तुम्हारा कोविड टेस्ट. So like mask पहनो please, because it is, I'm glad to say that we are all tested and we are all, and this is the first time that we're shooting and we're removing our masks only while shooting. So I like to make that clear. But we're all vaccinated now here and we all have been tested. But still that it's not something that we need to drop all our safety protocols for. So like I said, a little bit of Kasturi Dogra still remains in me. So sometimes that does. But and then another thing that really moved you was again Ux, when I did Ux. I think all of us carry a little dark side in us.
True.
And when I did Ux, I enjoyed it thoroughly. In fact, that's one thing that I'm waiting to play as an out and out villain. Because
be
just to bring out that dark side and just throw it across there. And I think that is something now that is remaining to do.
Yeah, we're going to put it out in the universe. Let's manifest this so this happens very soon.
Probably.
It's interesting that you spoke about, about that review and, about how that review spoke about your eyes. Now, one thing that I know for a fact, that even when I was watching the trailer of Aranyak, I think you do a lot of acting through your eyes. Okay, there are times that the camera will be on you. You may not even say anything, but it's just through your eyes that you've expressed the emotion that you are feeling as an actor. Okay, when you do that, I know inside you, there is also a human being who's battling the actor than the actual Raveena. Okay, but does it ever, when you go back, does it ever take a toll on you?
Well, take a toll when, like I said, like when I did Matra, it did take a toll on me emotionally. But I do feel that, eyes actually, and not only on screen, I think eyes are the mirror to one's soul.
True.
And you can tell a lot. I can tell a lot about a person's character by looking into their eyes or seeing how their, eyes are in their face and what they're thinking. And it just reflects.
Yeah.
So that is something that I've strongly believed in, and maybe that is in depth in me. That's why you feel that coming out through the eyes.
Yeah.
And but taking a toll, like I said, some things just remain with you.
True. Also, the kind of cinema that you've been a part of, ever since cinema, we've seen evolve cinema, while everybody right now has been like, oh, it's been 10 years that cinema has actually evolved, but you've always been a part of cinema that was, like I said, pushing the envelope. But today, you're making your OTT debut. Does it feel, do you think the industry has really changed for good? Or do you think this had happened long time back? This was, it was a changing phase.
No. I think the industry has only always changed for the better. I think you take in every format. Today I see the change, surely. Slowly probably, but surely. You can talk about equality, you can talk about a lot more women in our workspace, you can talk about the scripts that are coming in, you can talk about even the pay scale.
Yeah.
I think everything is slowly and surely making that change. Yes, I agree, maybe 30 years ago it was a completely male dominated industry, but that has changed today. Today we are even given credit for the kind of contribution that women have made to cinema. It's the respect is probably the same, and yes, of course there will be hero fan following. Probably the male bravado will always take the little upper hand maybe at times, because women are not that swashbuckling, and women are always the kind who will take everyone along with them and move towards glory, not go and grab that glory singularly for themselves. Women are inherently built that way, to be maternal and to see and to nurture. So for me, I believe, but an overall awareness of that is very much there, and that I can see that positive change happen.
So glad you said that. But thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank
all
you,
the way
Shravan.
best for Aranyak.
Thank you.
Looks fab.
Thanks so
10th
much.
December, guys, is when it releases.
Yes.
So do not forget to watch it, because I'm very excited about it. And it stars Raveena Tandon, guys. I mean, give it up for her. But thank you so much.
Thank you, Shravan. Thanks a lot.
Always.
And really, thanks for just coming there and pepping me up. I
Thank
don't
you.
think I would have lasted otherwise.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
great. It was great talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Thank you.